my god. The, oh my god. What the hell? What the fuck did I just watch? Okay, so RDJ, amazing actor. I love RDJ to bits. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. But this feels so desperate. What? Deadpool 3 just came out. How the fuck are you gonna release Peak and then reveal this shit? What the fuck? Okay, let me break this down. Okay, so Victor Von Doom is so important to me. Doctor Doom is my favorite villain, not only in Marvel Comics, in comics in general. He's one of my favorite villains in fiction, only topped by fucking Darth Vader. So he ranks amongst Darth Vader as my second favorite villain in fiction, followed up by fucking Megatron. So those are my favorite villains in all of just storycraft. And so what they did is they just shoehorned him in. It feels so wrong to me that they shoehorned him into Doomsday now. Ugh. And for the people in the back who might not be as comic savvy, or they're just more casual than me, that's fine. So I'll just break down for you why Doctor Doom is such a strong character. So let's just get into it. So Victor Von Doom was born in the fictional country of Latveria to two Romani gypsies, Cynthia Von Doom, who was a demonic witch working under the demon lord Mephisto, and I'll get to Mephisto later, and his dad, whose name I can never pronounce correctly, Werner Von Doom? Werner? I don't know, I'm gonna call him Werner because that's easier to pronounce. Werner was a medicine man, and basically the thing is, the whole dynamic was that Cynthia's demonic fucking practices were pretty fucking controversial, as you can probably fucking imagine. And so her husband always tried to hide that so that it wouldn't affect their family plus their son. But that ultimately didn't fucking matter because Cynthia got taken to hell by her master Mephisto. And yeah, this kind of fucked up Vic at a young age. So, it's pretty traumatic that not long after, his dad got hunted down by, like, the local monarch, and while being hunted down, they had to run into the forests, or just the woods, and hide, and, yeah, Vic's dad died, like, just protecting him in his arms. He died to, like, frostbite and some shit. So anyway, Victor Von Doom then got control of his tribe, and, basically started learning the occult from his mother's journals and stuff that she left behind before she got snatched by a fucking demon. But anyway, so this kind of attracted the attention of some people who wanted him to come to their university, which he graciously accepted in the best way that Victor Von Doom could. And this is where he met Reed Richards, which would kickstart the rivalry between them, and Vic just does not like Richards. I mean, he just like, yeah, you're a fucking scoundrel. You're nothing to me, which is what kickstarts also his giant ego. And so anyway, this dude makes a machine to try and get his mom out of hell, and this is where he learns about Mephisto, who, just to give a quick little cliff notes on Mephisto. Mephisto is basically functionally the devil in the Marvel Universe, but he's not the devil. He's just a demon lord who owns his own dimension that is kind of hell, but not really hell. Because, you see, in the Marvel Universe, Satan/Lucifer already exists. It's a separate entity. But Mephisto, for all intents and purposes, he is the devil of the Marvel Universe. But canonically, he's not. He's just a demon lord. But functionally, he is the devil. So yeah, that's Mephisto for you. But anyway, so Vic sees that, accidentally destroys the machine, gets his face fucked up, gets expelled, says, fuck you guys, I'm going and traveling the world so I can fucking get my mom out of hell. Which in turn leads to him going to some fucking monastery deciding to build a fucking suit of armor, which is cool as shit, coolest fucking armor in comics, okay, I don't care what anyone says, but this hasty little bitch fucking puts on his mask too early, burns his face even more, decides, fuck it, that's just me, goes back to Latveria, manhandles the monarch, takes over the country, and just fucking decides, yeah, I'm Doctor Doom. And the best part is, people that think his name is generic, it is the coolest fucking twist with his name, cause bro has a doctorate, so he actually is a doctor. But here's the thing, here's the funny thing, he gave himself the doctorate. So he graduated by his own hand, which might seem fucking false, but the irony is that it's Doctor Doom. So he does still have the skills to properly justify the doctorate. So it's really funny. But anyway, Doctor Doom is genuinely one of the biggest villains in Marvel. He, if not the biggest villain in Marvel, he is, whenever I think of Marvel having like a quintessential big bad of the universe, it's Doctor Doom. People might say Thanos. No, it's not Thanos. People might say Galactus. No, it's not Galactus. We're not going off of power level. We're going off of just the pure magnitude and the influence that this person has had on the Marvel Universe, and that is Doctor Doom. It's the same way how the Joker might be the most popular DC villain, but in terms of in-universe, the villain of the whole universe is Darkseid. Darkseid is the one with the most influence, the one who has the most chaotic storylines within the universe. That's Doctor Doom for Marvel. Marvel has Doctor Doom as their quintessential villain of the universe. Bro is so fucking cool. Between the fact that he's a master sorcerer rivaling Doctor Strange, and he's an expert fucking just, like, I don't want to say technician, but like, he just combines technology and magic to just make this perfect melding of just chaos, and that's why I love Doctor Doom. Between his gravitas, his huge ego, his personality, this man doesn't walk through doors, he fucking comes through walls. It's, you know, it's fucking cool. The guy is just really fucking cool. Not to mention, he's one of the smartest minds on planet Earth. Like, it's crazy. The guy is one of the best villains that Marvel has to offer.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Which is why I'm so bummed out about what they're doing now. See, my thing with this casting is that Vic isn't just another villain. He is the villain you fucking have. And this is clearly such a last minute thing, because here's the thing, you're replacing Kang with him. And this is the reason I didn't like the stuff that people were saying, that like, oh, Victor Von Doom should, he should replace Kang as like the new villain of Phase 5. No. Because if the writing is the same for Kang, the writing's going to be the same for Victor. And I don't want that. I want Victor to actually be the villain he's supposed to be. And relegating him to like the last two Avengers movies, which he's gonna get fucking beaten in, is stupid to me. It's so stupid. I don't fucking like that. And they really called the movie Doomsday. For those that don't know, Doomsday, it's one of three things, depending on the writer, but canonically it's one of three things. Either it's Christmas, which he named Doomsday, it's his birthday, which he named Doomsday, or it's just a random day in the fucking year which he decides, man, let me celebrate Doomsday. This motherfucker celebrates Doomsday like whenever the fuck he wants, okay? So it's one of those three things. They named the movie Doomsday after that, okay. Or they could have just named it after like the biblical event, but anyway. And then they casted RDJ. Now my issue with RDJ is that this casting actually kind of fucking works. Because when you look at RDJ, there's some Doctor Doom energy there. Like, the casting works, but it's so fucking messy because he's Iron Man. So unless, and this wouldn't make it any better, so unless he's just Doctor Doom, he's actually Victor, but he just looks like Iron Man, like, because we've established that multiple people can look the same, like Johnny Storm looks the same as Captain America, but they're two different people. We've established that this can happen, so it could happen with Vic, and I hope that's the case. Again, it doesn't make it any better, because I would have rather seen someone else take up this role. But if it's not this, if it's not just Victor with the face of Iron Man, dude, if they're doing Infamous Iron Man, or just making Victor like an Iron Man variant, that is crazy to me. How do you mess up Doctor Doom 3 times? Listen, I didn't hate the first rendition of Doctor Doom. I liked him for the most part. I just didn't fucking like that. I just didn't like that he was connected to the Fantastic Four so much, because a big misconception with Vic is that he's like, oh, the arch enemy of the Fantastic Four. I've never seen it that way. I've seen Vic as the arch enemy of Reed. His mortal enemy is Reed. The Fantastic Four is just a formality. It's just who he fights because Reed's there. So, and plus, he fights, he's like the villain of the universe. Like I said, he isn't relegated to the Fantastic Four. He's their most popular villain is the thing. Just because he's their most popular villain doesn't mean he's immediately connected to them and everything. He's not. He's not. So it's just I don't really fuck with this, guys. I don't want it to be an Iron Man variant, and I don't want, for anyone saying like, oh, it might be Infamous Iron Man. No, that's still bad. That's still bad. I want to see a Doctor Doom who's actually Doctor Doom, and we might get that. But the thing is that it's still gonna be weird because all I'm saying, guys, you guys remember me from the Q&A like a month or two back. I already said I badly want this universe to get rebooted. And especially now, I do truly want it to get rebooted. So fucking badly. I don't want this universe to continue. At least this rendition of the universe. I don't want it to continue. I so badly don't. It's gonna be a while until we get like an actual comic accurate Doctor Doom, which again, we might get a comic accurate Doctor Doom, but it's not the same because it's played by RDJ, and that's gonna have its whole mess of problems. So I'm so pissed off. Like, I don't know, man. So that's just my thoughts, you know. Sound off in the comments for what you think. I might not agree with a lot of it, but we'll see. Point is, Victor Von Doom is so special to me, and I've been wanting them to do him right, and this is just such a desperate attempt. It's so desperate. Replacing him with Kang, or like replacing Kang with Vic, is just not the way to go. That's not the way you introduce Doctor Doom. Like, he's someone you build up to. But anyway, man. So, we're gonna get Doctor Doom in the MCU. I have no doubt RDJ is gonna do a great job. But again, the best case scenario really is if he's just playing Doctor Doom, but he just looks like Tony. That's the only way I could ever accept this. Also, please, if he takes off the mask, I don't want him to take off the mask. The whole thing is Doctor Doom isn't supposed to take off the mask. But if he does take off the mask, please do one of two things. Either shave like how he looks at Comic-Con, that's good, okay? If he's just clean shaven, that's perfect. Or, better yet, if he's scarred, which is what I'd prefer. Just saying. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on this whole situation. See ya, I guess.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!